Hello everybody, I hope we're doing well. In this video, we are going to be discussing advanced premium and discount. Advanced premium and discount is used to gauge relative strength within correlated assets. It is not something that's very mechanical, but it is something that helps you see price from maybe a clearer lens when it comes to terms of strength and weaknesses. Well, how do we mark out a premium and discount? Well, you simply get your Gann box with a 50% line and mark out a range from swing high to swing low, or from swing low to swing high. And with that, you'll have something like this. As you see, this line right here represents the 50%. Anything above the 50% is premium, and anything below the 50% is discount, and vice versa for a bearish scenario. So let's get right into it. As you see right here, we have NQ, ES, and YM. When we look at these charts, you see three things. You see NQ clearly not trading deep into discount at all, actually still trading above premium. CES digging pretty violently into discount, and you see YM is trading into discount, but it's not following through like ES is. So what do I see here? Well, I see NQ as the strongest asset, I see ES as the weakest, and I see YM as the middle asset, right? Now, let's go to the next slide for another example. How do we trade advanced premium discount, and how do we use it to get on side? Well, with the same logic I just taught you in the previous slide of using it to gauge relative strength, here we have NQ, ES, and YM again. And as you see, it's a similar scenario, just a bit different. But NQ, again, the one that did not trade deep into discount. ES didn't trade quite into discount either, but still took this low while NQ did not. And you see YM actually sold off pretty far into the discount and trading into this 4-hour fair value gap. But as we see here, NQ clearly is the strongest because it did not trade into discount whatsoever, clearly higher into the range and closer proximity to the drawn liquidity. So if we're trying to trade an asset to this high, right, what is the preferable asset to do, which is always the stronger asset if we're trying to long in that scenario. And the stronger asset's clearly going to be the one that is the highest into premium because it isn't the closest proximity of the draw. So here we have that two-stage SMT we always look for. Then we have NQ clearly being the one higher into the range or the higher into the premium. So we could expect NQ to be the first asset to then take this high. In this slide, we have an example. This example is the same slide you just saw on the last screen, but it is going to be fractalizing that price and basically going top down. So as you see, you have that same framework on the 4-hour chart where NQ is clearly the stronger asset, right? But how does this look on the lower time frame? Well, here on the hourly, you see we have that consecutive candle SMT, and here on the 4-hour, we have that classic C2 closure with all those other confluence we have recently talked about. And how do I get on side with this expansion? Well, the same thing we have always taught you guys. You come to your M5 or M3, and you want to see price start closing above opposing order flow sequences, which in this case is opposing candles, which is also called a change in state in delivery. So you see price starts to put reversal signatures in, which are these change in state of deliveries, and it starts to expand away and trade towards that drawn liquidity. When you're trading the strongest asset like it shows in this scenario, these moves are going to be very fast and are going to be the moves you prefer to get on side with. If you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching.